Hello, people. I just got out of the theater watching Spider-Man Brand New Day. Of course, I was going to see a new Spider-Man movie in theaters because, as I know, Spider-Man is my favorite superhero of all time. I absolutely love the character, and any movies in I feel like I'm always going to end up seeing in theaters, which is, pretty exciting because I love the character, and after the events of No Way Home, of course I was going like, oh my god, yes, see the new Spider-Man movie because I love the character, but just one No Way Home, and the trailers have been telling me high up before I was like going to get like more like a small scale movie, but you feel like after the events of No Way Home, I feel like that's what Spider-Man kind of needed, honestly, like the Tom Holland version of Spider-Man. I mean, even with in fact we'll get the Hulk and the Punisher here as well. You know, what we're gonna do like Sadie Sing's character, what her character's going to be, which I'm actually kind of impressed. He actually kept that a secret till the new entry release, which was kind of pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. And I'm not going to spoil. Obviously, I'm not going to spoil a lot of the big things that wasn't shown in the trailers, obviously. But I'm gonna say this. Oh, so the Spider-Man Brand New Day was absolutely amazing. Another fantastic Spider-Man film. Like this movie was everything I wanted Spider-Man 2. Like people kept comparing this to Spider-Man 2 and he has some references to like the Spider-Man Games one. I'm like, yeah, you didn't feel those references, but in a good way. In a good way, it still feels like it's doing its own thing. This definitely was the right direction to take Tom Holland after No Way Home. It definitely is a lot more mature, a lot more emotional than the previous ones. Obviously, you still get the humorous moments from the previous movies, which are still chef's kiss and hilarious. Like a lot of moments I was laughing. But it really takes the Spider-Man character in a nice, mature direction, again, especially after the events of No Way Home. And Tom Holland probably gives his best performance here as well. Like, he gives his best, most emotional performance he's given as his character, which say a lot because of what happened in No Way Home. And you definitely can feel the different director, honestly, because obviously John Watts, as much as I like him as a director, he doesn't really have that distinct style. I think we all can agree on that. But seeing like Darren Aronofsky, the same guy that did Shang-Chi and Wonder Man, like this guy's becoming one of my favorite directors because not only Wonder Man was great, but also I love Shang-Chi. He made his own style known here. Like the web slinging moments, the action set pieces on there just looked incredible, were well directed, which is beautiful. Like some of the best Spider-Man action sequences that I've seen, honestly, especially with the web slinging. Like, oh my god, there are moments I was like just in awe of how the movie looks, but also how well it was directed. And I thought the other characters were really well done as well. Like I was not expecting Punisher to have much of a major role than he was expected. Like I thought it was gonna be a bit of a smaller, but I didn't expect him to have like a bit more of a major supporting role. And he was fantastic. Like I really loved the portrayal of the character. I loved how they filmed nicely in this universe, and his chemistry with Tom Holland was just peak. Like I would love to see a movie. I would love to see more time with these characters because they really play off each other incredibly well. Now to John Bernthal is a great actor as well. I like the color used the Hulky as well on set, like he was all utilized here. Yeah. I thought we're doing Ned and MJ were pretty well done as well, made for some really good emotional moments. And again, it just feels like more of a street level, small scale movie. And honestly, I feel like that's what we need for Tom Holland after the whole multiverse stuff, honestly, for No Way Home. And I know that's what everyone's been wanting from Tom Holland to have like a more like street level movie, just to him in New York and all that stuff and doing Spider-Man stuff. And you're going to get that here. And actually, I also really love how you say you stick in this movie. I'm not going to reveal her major role here as well, but she was fantastic. She was great. Definitely, probably in the best performance in my opinion. And there are a lot of moments which just really just have me in awe. Again, I'm not going to reveal what her character is and a lot of the elements of the movie that were revealed in the trailers. But it was really, there were definitely a lot of moments that I was on the edge of my seat. I was feeling emotional. I was laughing. Like it's a quintessential great Spider-Man film that just put a big grin on my face against someone who loves the character. This movie is just everything I want and more. And for being like almost 2 hours long, I thought it was actually paced pretty well actually. And, I mean, they do like montage a little bit in a couple things in the beginning, but I was still enjoying myself honestly. And it's really one of those movies I could never see myself coming back to and appreciating more on rewatch. Yeah, I'm not sure it was like an actor film for that where I would rank amongst the Spider-Man movies. Yeah, but it's one of the movies that's really going to stick in my brain throughout the year. I'm not saying, I'm not going to say it's right now if it's my favorite year, honestly. Honestly, because obviously there are like a lot of great movies that came out this year, so I really had to think about that, obviously. And like I said, I feel like I rewatched will confirm that. But Brandon Day's movie, I'm going to really remember for a lot of time. I think a lot of this is going to see in my brain. There's got a lot of emotional moments, a lot of great moments throughout, and it does get me excited to see what they do with Tom Holland in the near future. it gets me excited to what they're going to do with Tom Holland in the near future, especially after the Hunger Games, obviously. And of course, there's like one post-credit scene that I'm not the most exciting in the world, but I still recommend seeing for as well. Yeah, I'm happy to report that Spider-Man Brand New Day was an incredible movie that I had a great time from beginning to end. And of course, it's probably just if I will still give my highest recommendation. It's me, I'm definitely going to remember for Run Media, honestly. If it's not my number, gonna be a number one, it's gonna at least likely gonna be in the top five, not top three. Like I feel like every year, so I thought the MCU is kind of gone out after Endgame. One of the MCU movies always makes me my top 10 or top 20. 2020, I mean, from like 2021, No Way Home, Match my favorite that year. 2022, Wakanda Forever. 2023, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, which is also my favorite movie that year as well. 2024, Deathly Wolverine, which is my number 3 in 2024. And last year, both Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four, the first half, made my top 20. I think first half was originally my top 10, but I think I bumped down because after watching Tokyo 2 lost it, I think I should have more, now it's now my top 10. What I'm trying to say is that talking about the MCU is kind of, I'm not going to imagine the MCU is kind of downhill. There's been a lot of unfortunate stuff, disappointments to happen as in the game. It's more like this, I'm still going to be half in on Slick. I'm not so sure. I'm still not sure how I'm going to feel about Doomsday or what they're going to do with that, honestly. But hopefully, like after that whole Doomsday sequence, obviously, who knows? MCU might be back on track. Like I said, and I'll see what to do with Spider-Man going forward. That's my original reaction. And let me know your thoughts down below. What are your thoughts on No Way Home? Let me know what you guys thought on the movie. How would you rate it? Are you excited for it? Honestly, what would you like some of the other Spider-Man movies? And also with the coming weeks, I do plan to do an updated ranking on Spider-Man movies, and I do plan to also do a best moments list on the franchise. So stay tuned with that. And also let me know if you guys want to see more of these like out of the reactions down below. Again, I don't really get a chance to go to these very often, obviously, because of money and everything. Like it's expensive, especially with the food. Like seriously. But I definitely want to try to go back and do this more often, especially those like really like cost to where I live actually. So, but again, let me know down below. But again, as always, let me know down below your thoughts, and I'll see you next time. Peace.